Welcome to Bank on Me, the reality show that means business. Your host, Alex Jordan.
It's the big night, and our show is coming from the Errol Barrow Centre for Creative Imagination at the University of the West Indies Cave Hill campus. And for our special night tonight, we are filming in front of a live audience. Audience, give yourselves a round of applause. It's great to have you here. Earlier this evening, I was mingling with the guests as they arrived.
I'm very impressed, and again, as a young entrepreneur as well, I find it important that watching these shows actually help me prepare, so that if I decide to go on Bank on Me, I am, much sharper. I understand the format of the series.
They were here for Christina Adams. I think she's doing great. She's awesome. We've heard a great feedback from everyone else, so I think she's doing awesome.
I've been watching the series and I like it, and it's been great.
I think it's helped everybody who was involved, whether they made it to the end or not.
I've been following the series. I love it. And yes, I have a favorite, but I probably shouldn't say.
No, you should definitely tell her.
I should? Okay. The girl with the fish, I think it's just fabulous. Yes, I really banking on her.
Well, this is the final challenge, the quick fire question round that will bring someone closer to the answer yes when they ask, will you bank on me? That's next.
Life is full of possibilities. They're out there, just waiting to be discovered. At Scotiabank, we believe in possibilities. For over 100 years, our customers have looked to us to help them uncover what's possible in life, in their finances, and in their future. Because when you believe that anything is possible, anything is. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Now, before we invite Dane Sadler onto the stage, let's follow him into the kitchen. Where else?
Hi.
How are you?
Dane Sadler, Caribbean chef. This is our bottle of Mark.
Nice to meet you.
I like the freedom of knowing I go at my own pace. I can sit, meet, interact with people. I don't have to be constricted to set times at a set location. I can go anywhere around the island or any island. So the freedom of time and travel. Since I've been on the show, things have gotten a bit busier. I've been looking at the business from a different angle. I had a 5-year plan for the business.
It smells amazing.
Prior to the show and coming into the show now, it just made me realize I could get the 5-year plan down to 1 year. And I'm off to London in a few weeks to go to World Travel Market, do some networking there, hopefully make some connections in St. Lucia and Antigua, and hopefully expand the company. Since doing Bank on Me, I've become more recognized, friends on Facebook, backing me, strangers in public, wishing me good luck. And I've really started to look at business on a different level.
Please give a warm welcome to Dane Sadler from Caribbean Villa Chefs. How are you, Dane? How are you feeling?
Nervous but ready.
Nervous but ready. I'm glad. I'm sure you're going to be great. Now, Dane, let's watch 5 weeks summed up in 1 minute.
Dane Sadler from Caribbean Villa Chefs.
Now, Mrs. Williams, imagine a client coming to you requesting services of a chef, and you can just call and you have to worry about the chef, the food, the quality. Our vision was to have persons, not only visitors but locals, enjoy a personalized service.
But your service is innovative.
Thank you.
Oh.
Just let you lead on. Big at yourself, okay, listen. Imagine 4 weeks ago you didn't have one figure, didn't have any idea of what kind of money you were looking for, right? So at the end of the day, right, it was thorough, I think. I believe in your business, it's practical, it's real life, and you did a good job.
So really and truly, tell you the truth, Dane I can say then Dane is the only one who really is making money.
So now, Dane, it's quick fire question time. And remember to end your final answer with, "That's why I want you to bank on me." Your first question comes from Michael Callender.
Hi, good night, Dane. Your business is seeking to export its services regionally. What systems have you put in place to ensure that there's consistency in your service, especially in the overseas market?
The business is currently offering services in Barbados, and we also export our talent to St. Kitts and Grenada. We recruit the best of the best. So we don't have we don't have chefs on payroll. We recruit them as needed. And when we recruit them, they have to go through a certain procedure before they can go to the client. So all the chefs are already trained in the culinary field. So we train them in the interactive part of the business, which is one of the most important. That is what I believe brings back repeat clients. So we teach them diplomacy, how to greet the guests, interact with the guests, if they're children, how to greet the children. And after each chef returns, we get a profile on the client they had, and we follow up with the client as well to see how the chef was, not only the food but the service as well. So that's why I want you to bank on me.
You've indicated that you want to spend more time off and do less cooking, but you're going after a clientele that's very high-end and wants a very personalized service. Given your very hands-on business model, how will you satisfy your client needs, meet your investor demands, grow your business, and still achieve work-life balance?
I'm a family man. I have 2 young kids and my girlfriend, and all 3 of them keep me busy. In the initial phase of developing the company, I realized that the demise of most small businesses was having high overheads. So we have chefs on call for when needed. They are not on payroll. So I farm the business, but I am not the business. I don't always have to be in the kitchen cooking for the till to ring. Our chefs are all trained. They know what is expected of them. So I can call a chef when needed if I'm unavailable. Or if I need an event planned, I don't have to be there. I have an administrative assistant that covers that end for me. In terms of meeting the investors' expectations, in going forward, the company will incorporate itself, thus forming a board. And when the board is formed, persons with select expertise will be sitting on the board. Those will be marketing, accounting. So that takes some of the decision making off of me, and I can use the expertise to market the business, and the investor will also be encouraged to sit on the board or have a representative sit on the board to oversee their financial needs. So he too will have say in the company, but I will have the majority shareholding and the final say. So that's why I want you to bank on me.
You're doing wonderfully, Dane. Your final question is from our judge, Richard Haynes.
Our questions this week, all the judges' questions, actually aren't ours. They're questions from real-life investors. So my question for you from the investor is, what, if any, marketing strategy has been developed to achieve the stated targets in the financial projections?
The company has recognized that regional expansion is our key for profitability and continued success. Right now we export chefs to 2 regions, St. Kitts and Grenada, and those services account for 30% of our business but account for 60% of our profits. So we realize the more we expand, the more the dollar value on the percentage will increase. We recognize, as I stated in previous challenges, that strategic alliances are the best form to reach those targets. I know my strong point isn't here presenting. It's in the kitchen. I can cut your socks off. I may not be able to talk and pitch as good as others, but we know that we need to hire someone to do that for us. I'm not going to choke the business and hold on to all areas. I have no problem delegating where needed. So that's why I want you to bank on me.
Thank you, Dane. And now a few words from Dane's mentor, Lynn Beckles.
Dane is ready, Caribbean Village Chefs is ready. He's ready to move from being a single sole proprietor to a corporation. In addition, he has a fantastic business model. He's already demonstrated that he's making money, so a little bit of investment, he will make even more money. In addition, the linkages, the intersectoral linkages that his business represents, phenomenal growth, a win-win for all that's involved. So he's developing our tourism product by offering Caribbean culinary delights. He is feeding the agricultural industry because it's going to be Caribbean foods that he's offering. And agro-processor will benefit because those sauces and tastes will come from the Caribbean as well. So I am looking forward to Caribbean Village Chefs taking the Caribbean brand into the rest of the world, and there's some foreign exchange as well. So I'm saying to you, bank on Caribbean Village Chefs.
Before we invite Christina Adams on stage, let's take a visit to Adams Aqualife.
My day usually starts bright and early. As a farmer, I have to get up at about 6 a.m. in the morning. I drive down to the farm, and because the fish have been left overnight, the first thing I do is check the system. So I have my data recorder, which is just a clipboard with a sheet. I go through checking the filters, make sure nothing's backed up during the night. The next part of my morning is giving the fish their breakfast. So that's basically me again going to every tank, making sure the fish are responding the way they're supposed to. I can tell immediately if the fish are sick because they will not eat as readily. So the first part is measuring what they eat. To try to keep an efficient farm, I actually have to keep a measure of how much feed goes into every tank. So my bucket is numbered with if I'm feeding a pound, half a pound, and I'll record all of this on my sheet. This probably will take me about an hour in the morning to get through all the checks and all of the feeding, and that is basically the first part of my day. Ideally, the fish should be fed minimum 3 times a day, but if you can really spoil them, you want to try to feed them maybe even 6, 7 times a day. By being on Bank on Me, I've actually been encouraged to look at scaling up a lot faster. So this has definitely given me the tools to make that next step from small scale to now a commercial farm.
Please give a warm welcome to Christina Adams. How are you, Christina? How are you feeling?
I'm doing great.
Great. All right. It's in a moment we'll have your quick fire round, but before we get to that, here's a glimpse into the journey, your journey up to this point.
I am here to promote my business, Adams Aqualife, which is actually fish farming. So I'll be farming red tilapia and red claw crayfish for the food industry. As you know, we have a large food import bill of about $700 million in 2012, of which fish is $29 million.
Adams Aqualife. She's earning foreign exchange and she's supplying healthy food to the local market.
And I applied the Man of Biz model to my business, and I could clearly see that I was strong in 2 areas, in marketing and in operations.
What you could do for fish is what Andrew Bino did for pork, if you can get that sort of thing where you are the voice of fish in Barbados.
Yeah. Under the application, I had asked for 400,000. That would be to improve the 1 unit I have and build another unit for tilapia and 2 units for crayfish.
Each week you're coming stronger and stronger and focused, you know what I mean? Massive potential.
And today I'm going to let you guys try some of the tilapia that I have grown. This is some fried samples and some grilled samples, so please enjoy.
Judges, tell us who has won the export challenge and is therefore safe.
The winner is Christina Adams of Adams Aqualife today.
Now it's time for your quick fire question round. Remember, you must finish your answers with, "That's why I want you to bank on me." And the first question is from Lalu Vaswani.
Your business model calls for diversification of products like fertilizer into other income streams. What competitive dynamics would you be facing if this new business becomes material?
Okay, for the organic fertilizer, we are trying to market ourselves as something different from what is currently on the market. Because it's coming from a fish system that's organic, anybody that wishes to put this fertilizer on crops, especially that are for human consumption, this would be okayed. As well as if you just want to use a fertilizer that's good for the environment and good for your plants, you would choose this one as well. Our new location is going to be at Hopewell Plantation, where there's actually going to be a farmer's market, so you'll have produce on sale as well. So the fertilizer will be in the greenhouses and will be promoted on that scale as well. So definitely we have a lot of promotion going for the organic side, why it's better for the environment, why a consumer should be focusing on purchasing our product over the other more industrial chemical fertilizers. And that's why you should bank on me.
And your next question is from Michael Lord.
Now, you've indicated that you want to increase your fish production 7 times in 4 years. 2 things. Number 1, can you really sell the increased volume? And number 2, can you produce it? In other words, are your projections, given the possibility of diseases, etc., too aggressive?
Actually, my projections are very conservative. I have factored in everything that can possibly go wrong in terms of what percentage of the crop is actually going to be harvestable. So we've actually done a lower percentage. We've actually been put in the case of even if a tank fell over. All of those variables are in it, as well as things like increasing fuel prices, which would affect our electricity and our feed costs. So basically we've covered all of our bases, mainly because I have 2 years of production data already to show basically what's happened over the last 2 years and what are the trends. Shorelines is very happy with the product and all the sales that they have done. They've been asked for more product and I've been looking at not just Barbados' market but all of the markets worldwide, and tilapia is growing everywhere all over the world, as well as crayfish. This is a relatively new product for the world, and because of the shortage of lobster, crayfish will definitely grow extremely fast over the next 5 to 10 years. So definitely, even what I'm projecting is actually considered small for the scale up that the global market needs, and that's why you should bank on me.
Christina, given your interest in the extra-regional market and the regional market, there are other players in the Caribbean, in Guyana and Suriname, who may have lower operational costs than here. Have you ever thought about building plant there and selling from here?
Yes, part of the expansion for the long term would be to look at different regions for what they are good at producing. For example, if I want to get into shrimp farming, there's not much sense doing it in Barbados, but that would be fantastic to do in Guyana or Trinidad. So definitely for the expansion model, you will have to move to other islands that have better water resources and better land space and cheaper labor. So more for the high-end products, you can have them in Barbados because we have the high labor costs and the high technology. But for the kind of more low-cost production numbers, you probably would want to go to other Caribbean countries. And I've definitely looked into that. So yeah, again, that's why you should bank on me.
Thank you, Christina. And now we invite Christina's mentor, Omar Kennedy, to tell the judges why they should bank on Christina.
Good evening, everyone. Good night, I should say. My name is Omar Kennedy, and I can say that I have been truly blessed with having a mentee like Christina. She is fantastic. She has the business acumen, the savvy, and she has a fantastic product which can really help Barbados in the long run and really revolutionize the food industry right here. Her product is green, it's very eco-friendly. She can reduce the foreign exchange import bill while bringing foreign exchange into Barbados. It's sustainable food. It is healthy, delicious, and you know, she really has her head set on. I believe that she's a fantastic entrepreneur, and I think you really should bank on her.
Hi, I'm Ray Haywood, owner of Torchworks. Since Richard and Julia have been on Bank on Me, our sales have increased dramatically through now that people actually get to see the product that we have made.
Our day begins by responding to emails, seeing what orders have been in, going to the drawing board in case we have to draw sketches so we can have something to reference before we go on the torch. And from there, you know, we just light up, and I guess that's where our skills come to play until the final product is produced. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy. You know, we're using torches, so there's a lot of heat involved. And it's kind of taxing because if you don't have good ventilation, it can also affect you and stuff like that. But it's mostly time consuming. It is a lot of fun for me, that's the honest truth. Being able to manipulate the glass to whatever shape I desire and seeing the finished product at the end of the day. That's what really means a lot to me. And hearing the comments from the people who receive the product and stuff, that's basically about it.
Welcome on stage now, Richard and Julia from Torchworks. How you guys doing? You feeling good? Before you face the judges, let's share a little of your Bank on Me journey.
Number 11 is Torchworks.
We will put our efforts and resources into the packaging and the branding of our products. This step will assist us in completing the exquisite nature of these pieces.
And I can see pieces that I can tell you from my own business we will be ready to carry tomorrow.
But all in all, I thought they were still a little bit not exactly where they want to be in terms of applying for funding.
Now for the high-end market, a website would be critical. We would be able to view it from all corners of the world.
Great job. I feel like I can just jump up and hug you two. I mean, what an improvement. I'm blown away.
And the next safe company is Torchworks. Torchworks, you guys have evolved massively. I mean, when you first came on the show until now, it's unbelievable how much you've grown, and you've hit every single challenge nailed right on the head.
Truthfully, you're far too modest. Far too modest. Shelley said it before and I'm going to reiterate it again. You've got a business valuation here that doesn't speak at all to your creative talent.
It's quick fire question time, and remember to finish with, and that's why I want you to bank on me. Okay, now your first question comes from Melanie Jones.
Your business plan explains that a key driver of your growth is expected to be an intense marketing effort through which you hope to increase your sales during your first year by about 300%. At the same time, we understand that there are few players in Barbados with glass blowing skills. In the circumstances, how does Torchworks expect to be able to meet the hugely increased demand that should arise from your marketing efforts?
Currently, we have two of the island's best torchware artists. We can boast on that. They can produce up to 250 of these smaller pieces in 2 days. We are going to be starting our apprenticeship program, which will decrease the workload of our main artists. And that's how we plan to institute that within the short term. Yeah. That is why you should bank on us.
Your second question is from Dr. Janine Comma.
What strategies are you planning to utilize to ensure that your products continue to be innovative and uniquely Caribbean? And do you have access to adequate raw materials to make this practical?
Well, we can constantly stay creative, we can constantly stay innovative because we're not limited to producing any one product line, which means that we can evolve with the changing market. Unfortunately, majority of our raw materials have to be imported. However, we make use of local materials like limestone, mahogany, just to mention a few, which keeps our product Barbadian. That's where you should bank on us.
And your final question comes from Judge Shelley Williams.
My question to you both: what are your two main lessons that you have learned when setting up this business that you would like to share with other young entrepreneurs such as yourself? And I would like to hear from you both, please.
No, for me, I think the entire show has been a lesson. But to be specific, I think I took most from our exporting and the marketing workshops. Because from the exporting, I think we just saw a whole new market out there for us. It was huge for persons who accept and appreciate what we do as local artisans, to see it being a local craft, and it's a luxury item. Really, it's very beautiful. For the marketing, we took some tools which we taken to provide for our business and take it forward to get Torchworks known not only locally but internationally as well. So for me, that was what I learned.
Branding kind of stuck out mostly for me because yes, we have a great product, but if it's not branded correctly, it will get you nowhere. I guess basically that's it.
That is why
that's why you should bank on us.
Thank you. Now we'd like to welcome on stage Torchworks mentor, Roll Blanket.
What I would say initially
is that my life has been enriched from working with them. I have found that they're some of the most skilled, brilliant young people. Would you believe that the two men who were involved, young men, taught themselves to blow glass? They had no training anywhere. All they did was got glass and practice on it. They have more potential to earn foreign exchange, which is needed badly. They have potential to train, and they intend to train local Barbadians and Caribbean people, hoping to transfer the skill so that with the influx of orders, there will be people out there to help them supply the markets that they're going after. And I think that alone is good reason to bank on them.
The judges will deliberate, and then we will learn who has won the $15,000 cash prize from Scotiabank, the rent-free year at Satjay Bridgetown Centre worth $25,000, $10,000 in communication services from SFA Communications Inc., $10,000 free advertising from Carib Vision, and a package of courses from the Cave Hill School of Business. Next.
It's been said that behind every door, possibility awaits. How much possibility depends on which door you open first. Every day, we help our customers discover the possibilities in their lives. It all starts with a conversation. Scotiabank. Discover what's possible.
Hey, Rico, what you saying now, man?
Colin, I can't stop right now. I gotta go and pay my NAS. Don't bother with you. The law said that you got to pay, man.
But you wasting time. Self-employed people like we fishermen can't get no benefits. Brother, man, could spare some change?
Not today. Colin? I heard about the accident, but what you doing over here begging on the street?
Things rough. I can't get no NIS benefits because I'm paying the contributions.
I wish you'd come with me that day to go and pay your NIS, man.
Yeah, me too. Because in time me as a self-employed person, I could get sickness, invalidity, and pension when the time comes.
Pay your NIS today and secure your future.
This is it, the big announcement of the winner. But first, we'll share with you some very good news for one of our contestants. There are offers of equity investment, $80,000 from Williams Industry, an undisclosed sum from Tony Hoyas, and other interested parties, and the company they're banking on is Adams Aqualife. Well done, Christina. Plus, Casting Barbados has had 2 offers of equity investment, and we have just learned that Dane Sadler has been offered a $30,000 equity investment. And Torchworks has been offered space in Sky Mall to demonstrate their skills and sell their products, as well as a once-a-week appearance at Lime Grove Lifestyle Centre to do the same. Now to our partners. Fund Access has announced that it is offering loans to the final 6 pending compliance with lending criteria. Scotiabank has announced that Adams Aqualife, Gold Coast Records, and Caribbean Villa Chefs are all ready to go to the bank. Scotiabank, in turn, has become a customer of Torchworks and Rajpal's Evolve. The Caribbean Export Development Agency has decided that it will take on Caribbean Villa Chefs as a client, which includes attendance at trade missions, access to investors, and guidance on grant applications. Congratulations. Our final 6, plus the lucky 7th book line, will all have the opportunity of pursuing crowdfunding via Indiegogo.com. So audience, that's your chance to support these young entrepreneurs. Torchworks has already had its first donation. And one more surprise announcement, a special prize awarded by our partner Fund Access for the most improved contestant, $7,500, and a staycation at Ross Trevor Hotel.
Wow.
Judges, over to you.
Truthfully, standing here tonight, we have the top contenders, and there is no question in our mind the most improved business is Torchworks.
Well, that's our most improved. It is now time to announce the winner of the inaugural Bank on Me series. Please let us know, judges, who should step forward to ask that all-important question.
We've been asking questions tonight from investors who have shown some interest in all your businesses. And I think I'm just going to read a comment from one of them, which I think is pertinent to our making the choice. The need for indigenous industries in a small economy is a high priority. Developing a product that has the potential to create a strong demand in a small economy has a high possibility of success. Truthfully, we've been trying to understand who's got the most potential, and you've all got the potential. But Christina, tonight, you're the person who has shown us that from the get-go, from the first presentation to the last, that you've shown the acumen to go forward to the highest level. So you're our winner.
Judges, will you bank on me?
Absolutely. Congratulations. Thank you for viewing Bank on Me. See you next season? Absolutely.